what would you say is behind this extraordinary rise in the price of gold? Is it basically people rushing to the safety of gold as everything else gets rockier or seems to be rockier?
Well, gold is a traditional safe haven, and when you say people, right, we're talking about a huge variety of actors here. We're not merely talking about traditional investors, individual investors, and households. We're talking about official institutions, be they private investment institutions or actual national sovereign wealth funds and central banks. Probably all of the above have been part of what's been happening here. But then, of course, that begs the question of why. Why is gold in such extraordinary demand at the moment? Because actually, if you take a look at various factors that help one model movements in the price of gold up or down, two of the strongest relationships are long-term interest rates and oil prices. And yet, long-term interest rates have actually been rising over the past couple of years rather than falling, which would suggest that gold shouldn't have been rising so much. And oil prices have come down pretty hard recently, also suggesting that gold shouldn't be rising so much. So something else is happening. And what that something, in my opinion, is this. The demand function for gold is shifting. That is, for any given set of macroeconomic variables, economic actors, investors simply want to hold more gold. Once again, that begs the question, why? We've seen these sorts of shifts before in the 1970s. When the dollar gold link was officially broken, there was a shift in the demand function for gold that allowed gold to outperform other financial assets, stocks and bonds for years. Then we saw another such break in the 2000s when we went through two bubble and bust episodes. First, the dot-com bubble and bust, then the housing bubble and bust. Gold was seen as a logical safe haven from both. And so you saw once again a structural shift in the demand function for gold relative to financial assets. I believe we're seeing that again now. Why once more? Because of all the uncertainty around the role of the dollar in the international monetary system, given some of the aggressive policies being pushed on the world by the new administration in the United States. I believe that's having a very profound effect on the demand function for gold today.